Hello students, I am Ananda Sankar Misra, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Department in Silver University. In today's lecture, we will discuss drilling and boring machine. At first, we will know what the drill. Drill is the operation of producing circular hole in the workpiece by using a rotating cutter called drill. We all know about the drill. So drill is a tool. By using this tool, we can make a hole on the workpiece. The machine used for drill is called drilling machine. And the drilling operation can also be accomplished in lathe, in which the drill is held in tailstock and the work is held by the chuck, and the chuck which is mounted with the headstock. The most common drill used is the twist drill, and we will know about it. And it is the simplest and accurate machine used in production shop. Drilling machine, these are the parts: spindle, turn drill to advance into work, hand or automatically. There are two types. And work table, hold workpiece rigidly in place as hole drill. Generally, we hold the workpiece by using bench base and V block, used primarily to producing holes in metal and other operation tapping, rimming, boring, counter boring, counter sinking, and spot facing. These are the operations we can perform on drill machine. Next, working principle of drilling machine. The rotating edge of the drill exerts a large force on the workpiece and the hole is generated. The removal of the metal is a drilling operation, is shearing and extrusion. This is the drill tool and this is the workpiece, and these are the land and these are the flute. By using the flute, we can remove the chips which is produced during the drilling operation. These are the some specifications of drilling machine. Size of the drilling table, largest bit that machine can hold, maximum size of hole that can be drilled, maximum size the workpiece that can be held, and power of the motor, spindle speed or feet. Here are the some parts of drill tool. This left hand side, this is the shank. It is a straight shank, and shank generally used to hold the drill bit. And this is the margin. Margin is the leading edge of the flute, and this is the land which make torsional strength, and to reducing the land length, and this is the space fluid which is space to remove the chips, and this is the cutting edge. So we can see here this is the flute length, and flute generally used to remove the chips and up to neck, and from the cutting edge is called body length, and this is the shank and neck which is generally provides the details of the drill bit, and this is the land and body clearance. Next type of drilling machine based on construction: portable drilling machine, which is easy to carry, and sensitive or bench drilling machine, radial, upright, gang drilling machine, multi-spindle drilling machine, automatic and turret and deep hole drilling machine. Based on feed, hand and power driven, portable drilling machine. Portable drilling machine, it is a small, lightweight and compact and self-contained unit that can drill hole up to 12.5 mm diameter. Though it can easily carry, and the machine is driven by a small electric motor operating at high speed. The machine is capable of drilling holes in the workspace in any position. Due to small size, we can easily use it. Next is bench drilling machine. Bench drilling machine is a common drilling machine. These are light duty machines and mounted on bench or table. It is also called table drilling machine. To drill small diameter holes, a twist drill is fitted in the drill chuck, and this reason is to drill hole from 1.5 mm to 15 mm diameter, and the controller light and delegate speed from 800 to 900 rpm are typical range. So this is the base on which all the drilling component are mounted, and this is the column, and table is attached with it, and we can move it by using this table clamp upward and downward direction. And this is the motor, which is me, and this is the step pulley to provide the transmission to the drill bit. And this is the handle. By using this handle, we can move the drill tool or drill bit. And this is the chuck. By using this chuck, we can tighten or loose the drill bit. And this is the spindle, which is vertically positioned. This is the drive mechanism. This is the electric motor, and this is the step pulley. And here we using rack and pinion type mechanism to give the movement of drill bit up and down direction. In upright drilling machine, there are various parts similar to sensitive drill have a power feed mechanism for rotating drill and are designed for heavier work. It is generally used for heavier work, and it is used for heavier work. Okay, drill holes up to 50 mm, and table can move vertically and radially. And this is the electric motor, which is mainly used to transfer the electric energy to the mechanical energy by using this step pulley. And this is the column. It is generally used to hold the working table, and this working table is used to support the workpiece. And we can also use the bench vise or V block to hold the workpiece. And this is the base. It is generally made by cast iron, and it is heavy metal. And this is the handle. By using this handle, we the drill bit can move from up and down direction. And this is the spindle, the drill chuck, which attached with a spindle. And so this is the parts we generally used in upright drilling machine. Next, radial drilling machine. It is the largest and most versatile used for drilling medium to large and heavier workspaces. It can be radially adjusted around the column in any position over the work to get different size and shapes of work. The movements may be either manual or power driven. The table is to be rotated through 360 degrees, and wide range of power are as well as sensitive and Newton manual feed. So this is the base. It is the base are generally made by cast iron because it can absorb the vibrations of the motions. And also this is the column where the this radial arm is mounted. And this, due to this radial arm, this machine is called radial drilling machine. This radial arm can rotate 360 degree. Also, it can move upward and downward direction. And on radial arm, there is a guide way. And due to this guide way, this spindle mechanism and the drill bit can move up, right and left direction. Also, this is the motor, which is mainly used for the transmission. And this is the working table to support the workpiece. And this is the chuck to hold the drill bit. And so these are the parts of radial drilling machine. This machine is used for drilling medium to large heavy workspaces. It is so this machine generally used for heavy work. And types of radial drilling machine are plain radial drilling machine, semi-universal drilling machine, and universal drilling machine. These three types of radial drilling machine. Next, we will discuss on gang drilling machine. When drilling spindles are mounted on a single table, it is known as a gang drill. Here generally used multiple spindle. Each of these spindle can be independently set for different speed and depth of cut. So we can use single spindle for different work. And such machines are useful when number of holes of different size are to be drilled on the same workspaces. So we can perform different work at the same time. And apart from drilling, a number of other mechanism operation like reaming, counter boring, and tapping can etc. can also be performed at the same time. Also, we can perform various tasks at the same time, and so this is the advantage of gang drilling, and also it is the fast process. So the parts are this is the work table, and here is the column. Also, this is the drill heads, and motor is mounted here, and this is the base, and base generally make from cast iron. Next is turret type drilling machine. The stations are set up with a variety of tools number control, and it is also available. And two fixtures can be located side by on the work table, thus permitting loading and unloading, on one parts while the other parts is being machined. This reduces the machine cycle. So in turret lathe, there are various drill bits are used, and this is the ram, and this is the column, and this is the work table. So we can use different tool at the same time, and this is the base, and this work table can move upward and downward direction, also can move right hand side and left hand side. Default drilling. These machines are used for drilling holes whose depth exceeds normal drill size. When hole size is larger, that time we use default drilling machine. These machines are operated at high speed and low speed. In this machine, the drill bit rotates at high speed, but the job feeding rate is slow. These machines are either horizontal or vertical. So the drill bit can work horizontally or vertically. The work the drill may removable, and most machines are horizontally construction using and cylindrical gun drill, which has a single cutting edge with a straight flute running through its length, and these machines are very useful for drilling deep holes in relief travel and crankshaft. So here we used straight flute and a straight slank drill bit. And in this process we use hydraulic system, and this is the drill head, and this is the gun drill, and this is the workpiece, and same this is the base. Drilling operation that can be performed in a drilling machines are, and so in drilling machines we perform various tasks like drilling, reaming, boring, counter sinking, tapping, and spot facing. These are the operations we can perform on drilling machine. Operation perform drilling operation of uh, producing hole by removing metal from solid mass using twist drill. So this is the twist drill, this is the land, and this is the float, and this is the cutting edge. And countersinking operation of producing tapered or concept enlargement to end of hole. So when there is a cone shape of hole required, that time we used countersinking. Reaming operations of sizing and producing smooth round hole and precisely drill or bored hole. When the required a smooth hole, in that time we used reaming process. So at first we drill by the drill tool, and after that we use reaming for finishing the hole. And boring, turning, and enlarging hole by means of a single point cutting tool. When we enlarging the hole, that time we use boring process. Operation performed, and the next is tapping. And tapping, cutting internal threads in hole with cutting tool called tap. When we require an internal thread of the hole, that time we use tapping process. And in this process we also use the manual work. And counter boring, enlarging top of previously drilled hole to given depth to provide square shaft for head of bolt or screw. That time we use counter boring. Operation and drilling mechanism. This is counter boring process, and this is the drilling, simple drilling, and this is the tapping process to make an internal thread. These are the teeth, and this is the boring process to enlarging the hole, and this is the removing process to finishing the hole. Tool holding device. Drill press spindle provide means of holding and driving cutting tool, and maybe tapered or threaded for mounting drilling chuck. Most common parts are drill chuck, drill slips, and drill sockets. Drill fixed to the spindle. Drilling operation, drilling central hole, and drill deep holes, drill thin material, and drilling pilot holes. This is the drill chuck slot. Feed the drill bit, and twice drill tank and drill chuck, and this is the twice drill chip. This is the neck, this is the sunk, and this is the drill bit body. After the neck up to the cutting edge. Drill chuck, most common device used for holding straight sunk cutting tools, and most content feature that move simultaneously when cutter slips stand and holds straight sunk of cutting tool securely. Two common types, one is key and another is keyless. We generally used the key type drill chuck. Chucks hold straight sunk drill and mounted on the drill press spindle tapered, and this is the threaded and held in spindle by self holding tapered in large machines, and four type of drill chuck. Key type most commonly used this type of drill chuck, and three jump moves simultaneously when outer slip turned and tightened with the key. This is the key. And keyless chuck loosened or tightened by the hand without key by moving this tapered section. And precision keyless holds smaller drill accuracy. Reamers, multi-tooth cutting tool, accurate way of sizing and finishing the pre-existing hole. So type of cutters. So by using these reamers to smooth the internal surface of the drill hole, we use the reamers tool. Next is boring tool to enlarging the hole. Single point cutting tool. Boring tool is held to the boring bar, which has the shank, and generally we use this tool to enlarging the hole. Next is countersinking, special angle concept. When we need a cone type shape, that time we use countersink tool and counterbore tool. Special cutters use a pilot to guide the cutting action and accommodate the heads of the bolts. To arrange the bolts type, that time we use counterbore tool. Types of cutter: combined countersinking and center drill. Special drilling tool to start the hole accurately, and at the end it makes countersink in the workpiece. There are mainly two-step hole and gun drill and machine of lengthy hole with less feed rate, and to overcome the heating and short life of the normal drilling tool, that time we use gun drill. Types of cutter: tapping for cutting internal threads. Tapping process to make the internal threads, we use taper tool and multi-cutting edges tool. This is the handle, and we can operate it manually. And tapping is performed either by the hand or by machines, and minor diameter of the thread is drilled and then tapping is done. This is the drill hole, and this is the tapping tool, and this is the handle. And this is the drill and drilling and drill types of drill, and twice drill, which we generally used. Next, step drill. Step drill is generally used to make the two or more different diameter holes, and core drill used to make an existing hole bigger. That time we used core drill in the boring process. Next, what we will discuss about the boring. What is meant by boring? Boring is the process of enlarging an existing drilling holes with the single point cutting tool. So when we require larger diameter hole, that time we use boring process. So old boring, it is this all made by drilling tool, and after that, this boring tool is used to enlarging the hole. Boring operation can be performed on engine lathe. Classification of boring machines. Horizontal boring machines. There are three types: table type boring machines, and plane type boring machines, and floor type boring machines. And these are the horizontal type. And next is vertical boring machine and jig boring machine. In horizontal boring machine, there are various parts. This is the headstock, and this is the main column where headstock is mounted. This is the electric motor to provide the rotating motion of the drill bit, and this is the spindle where the drill chuck and drill bit will be mounted, and this is the table. It can move left and right side. Well, this is the bed and saddle. Also, it can move in cross the working job, and this is the end supported bar to support the working job. And they are generally used large size of workpiece. Horizontal boring machines, most versatile and commonly used horizontal boring machine, and a heavy and strong bed carries the entire load of different parts, workpiece, and to lower it. So it is the bed is made by cast iron, and it is heavy metal, and two vertical columns, one of each end of the table, and headstock. The headstock can be moved vertically along with the main column, and load bearing and supported the end of the long bearing bar, and it can be adjustable vertically along with the supported column. Next, horizontal level, it is mounted on the spindle, and it can be horizontally and forward and backward and side by moving the workpiece. Next, this is the diagram of vertical boring machine. This is the column, and this is the tool heads, and this is the cross rail, and there are two columns, and in the tool heads can move up and down direction. Also can rotate it. Also can rotate and slide tool head. This is also moved, and this is the working table, and this is the bed, working bed. Next, vertical boring machine. The parts whose length or height is then diameter are machined, and the wax is fastened on the horizontal revolving table, and the cutting tool or tool which are stationary, and advance vertical into the revolve. Horizontal course rail is carried on the vertical slideway and carries the tools holder slides or sliders, and most machines also have a slide tool head, and vertical boring machines is sometimes called a rotary planer, and it is cutting actions of the plate is identical with the planer, and these machines are rated according to their table diameter from 0.9 to 12 mm. And a jig boring machine. A jig boring machine resemble in appearance to a vertical milling machine, and just enough for the heavy cuts and sensitive enough for light cuts, and essential for modern mass production. And the machine's accuracy of jig boring machines is very high, with a range of 0.0025 mm. So it is generally used for more accurate work, and this is the spindle which is vertically positioned, and this is the column, and this is the workpiece, and this is the base, and it can moves spindle, and it can move upward and downward direction, and the workpiece is arranged over the working table. So jig boring machine generally used for more accuracy, and it is also used for mass production. Needs of jig boring machine. Jig boring machine are mainly to perform machine operation like boring, drilling, reaming, counter boring, and counter sinking. Also, we have discussed about it. Some jig boring machines are used for accurately enlarging the holes. It is generally used for boring existing holes and making their diameter highly accurate. And boring can correct hole location, size, and alignment, and produce a good finish. The fine fit and correct use. Jig boring can also maintain high accuracy between multiple holes or hole ends and surface, and that's why we use this machine for mass production. And some jig boring machines are designed to machine holes with the tightest tolerance and possible with the machine tools. And the constant demands for accuracy within many branches and of metalworking has been fulfilled with the help of application possible the jig boring machines, and it is largely applicable for the mass production and also used for various industries. So this is the end of our session. Thank you.